But now what I'd like to look at are some of the pros and cons of this feeder after having used it for quite a few number of weeks now. So the main pros that I've noticed is, first of all, this stainless steel feeding bowl. It's not only hygienic, but also that makes it really easy to clean. The 4 litre capacity is nice, meaning that it does allow us to not have to keep refilling the hopper every few days. So it lasts for between 1 to 2 weeks, which is really nice. Also, the automatic sound that can be played through the speaker around feeding time is a really nice touch, just as I mentioned earlier, to keep our pet's anxiety to a minimum. Now, if we look at some of the cons of this feeder, so when compared to other feeders on the market, it, as I mentioned earlier, doesn't have this locking mechanism on the top, which could be a potential issue. Also, it doesn't have a camera and isn't microchip enabled like some feeders. This model doesn't have this function, so if you do have a multi-pet household or a pet that is on a specific veterinary diet, then I would look for more a microchip enabled or RFID enabled feeder. So, in summary, would I recommend this, having used the pet feeder for over 2 weeks now, would I recommend this to you as a pet owner in the market for an automatic feeder? Well, I can safely say with confidence, I would recommend this to almost all pet owners. I really like the design of the feeder. I like its ease of use and integration with the app when you do have this Wi-Fi model. And also I like the hygiene of this stainless steel feeding bowl. Although there are certain instances where I do believe another pet feeder might be little bit more indicated for you. So as I mentioned earlier, if you do have a pet on a specific veterinary diet, I would more look for a specific microchip or RFID feeder that is built in and has that function. And also, if you do have a multi-pet household, maybe look for a feeder that has a bowl with has a dual feeding bowl, just to help reduce that competition around feeding time and prevent any aggression issues.